Hello, this is Solomon Davis, Right Side Trader. Today is December 9th, 2023, and this is my weekly market review. I'm reviewing the Russell 2000, that's IWM, on a quarterly chart, monthly chart, weekly chart, and a daily chart. This is all for educational purposes only. As we all know, trading is risky. You can lose money at trading, so please check with your financial advisor. Please check with your significant other and make sure trading is something that is actually suited for you. All right, let's jump right over to the charts and see what we see. Let me just zoom in a little bit here, and zoom in a little bit here, zoom in a little bit here, and zoom in a little bit here. And now let me maximize this chart and switch over. All right, the Russell is looking, like I said before, it was looking very bullish. It is now, it has touched that pivot, that yearly pivot thing, and one of my rules is under pivot, stay under pivot. That's why I say I do not think the Russell will be making all-time highs for this. Well, will not be even making yearly highs, not even thinking about all-time highs. It's at a point where it's going to have a hard time crossing this. As you can see, last time it got above pivot, it got slammed right back down below pivot. It's fighting this big supply over here, and the Russell is a big one. And the products in the Russell, I believe they kind of like pretty much all equally weighted, so they can move around in that. They got a lot of stuff in there that they can actually, sell or work the Russell. So the Russell is one of those ones that's it's hard trying to get it to move. It's like a big long train trying to make a turn, a big truck trying to make a turn or make a move. So that's what I can see here. Again, the Russell is near topping out, although we can see that we have some wicks and stuff way up here, but it's going to have a tough time, and we are right up underneath the yearly pivot. So let's go ahead and take a look at the monthly chart. On the monthly chart, the Russell has crossed the 9-10 moving average, so now the Russell is bullish. I had said it a couple of weeks ago that it was looking very bullish, and also I was kind of expecting it to be higher and going back near its high. But as we can see, on this monthly picture, these are quarterly pivots, and for this quarter, the Russell, yes, can go higher, but again, it's not going to go high enough to make actually yearly highs. But we know anything can happen. I can be wrong, but I'm kind of not expecting it to go too much more higher than this resistance, resistance one level here by the end of the year. I do not even really expect it to get back up here to the top of my zone or the top of this market where it was, earlier back in July. But it can go higher, but not that much higher. You're at a top. It doesn't look like it's at a top. It looks like it's probably about midway. It's in that middle area somewhere, but you're at a top. Believe me, you're at a top. And at least that's what I see. You're in the middle of this mess and trying to go higher, it's going to be very tough for the Russell to go too much higher than where it's at right now. That's all. I'll just leave it at that. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at the weekly chart. On the weekly chart, you can see the zigzag and stuff that the Russell does, how it goes up and down, up and down. It looks like it does have more room to go up when you start looking at this weekly picture. But as you can see, it has some big candles slow down, big candles to slow down. The thing is, we need to see what's going to happen next week. And on the future contract, we're going to be changing contracts probably next week. Let me take a look at my calendar. Next Friday is the last day on the future contracts, and it's also an expiration Friday too. So I've got to see how that's going to affect the whole market, and I'll come next week with expiration Friday for options and future contracts. So we have to wait and see on that, how that's going to impact things. But that's what I'm seeing us fighting this supply right here. That's why I say even now here, looking at these monthly pivots. These should be monthly pivots, and we just completed the first month on these pivots. We already at an R1, and us going to an R. Even if we do go to an R2 level, as you can see, it very seldom get above an R2 level. That's a 193 here on IWM, and again, is not breaking yearly highs. So that's why I can see that this market will have a hard time breaking yearly highs. So I do not expect it to make yearly highs this year and all. So again, let's go ahead and take a quick look at the daily noise and see what we see there. On the daily noise, the thing is, the Russell was a great trader, um, and all trading it up and down, or different trading strategies that you can use, when it gets at its bottom and when it gets at its tops and stuff, and it's not quite to its top right now. And that's what you see here. But you got to realize it's fighting one of these little tops where it turned down at. So getting above that is going to actually be pretty tough. And that top right there, I'm looking at a 191 on there to get above that, and that's what we're fighting right now. So that's what I see. I can zoom in here, and as you can see, you're getting a lot of sideways choppy action going on here last week, and it didn't really actually move that much at all. And that's all I really want to share. This is Solomon, Right Side Trader. Hope you guys had a great week. Hope you guys are having a great weekend, and I'll talk to you next week. Have a good one. Bye.